Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Happy Thanksgiving week. The QB Huddle podcast is live with you on this glorious Tuesday. We do not have Lauren Morales. We do not have our normal producer, B. Franks. I am trying to produce as we go along, so you'll notice the banners are not here. And we are joined solely today by the original co-host of the QB Huddle podcast, Brandon Newey, is back with us this Tuesday. How the heck are you,
I'm
Brandon
good, brother.
Newey?
How you doing, man? Low, we got you. B. Franks, we got you, man. We're
Yes,
working it. But it's good to be back
unfortunately,
in the saddle. It was a great week. Cowboys got it done for it. Are y'all going to Super Bowl now?
sure, why not? Everybody thinks so.
Niners won. Damn near gave me a heart attack. But hey, we back.
Yeah,
Let's go.
how was your weekend? We had a nice little gathering at how do you say it? I can't even come up with the word. I'll say
The
Castle
Newhey
de
household.
Newey. What's that? The Newey
The
household.
Newhey
I was trying to
household.
come
It
up
was
with a
good,
fancy
man. It was
word.
good. It was good to have our second annual Friendsgiving. It was good to see people that you haven't seen in a while, and I know we all have the adult life, and have kids and other arrangements, but it's just good to get back and enjoy good times and got to hit, play some golf, a little putt putt, cook some ribs. Everybody liked those. Apparently I did well, but it was some really good food there, by the
Well,
way.
I will say that I came hungry, and as I was there, I became hungrier for some reason, and so I dug into those ribs, and those ribs were delicious. They were some of the best ribs that I've ever had. Of course, that's skewed maybe by my amount of hunger that I had inside of me. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good time. We had the simulator going on out there. We I got to go up and see Roman before we left. We had the dog. Nash was extremely friendly. I think I made a really good friend in Nash that night.
cool
So
dude.
good times all the way around. Um, it's Thanksgiving week. What are you doing on Thursday? Where are you going to be?
Thursday with the in-laws, just nice little kickback with the family. Get to watch the Cowboys get annihilated by the Chiefs. So that's
That,
always fun.
that's not going to happen.
Father-in-law loves to yell and scream at his Cowboys during Thursday. But it's some good games. What about you, man? What you got going?
Oh, I'm going to be right here, not necessarily in this room, which is my office slash studio. But yeah, I will be in my loft watching the Cowboys game, although there is a consideration that I may wake up Thursday morning and decide to go to the game. So I'm actually considering that. It's a big game. I always enjoy watching the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I've seen him about 4 times now. And this is huge because with beating the Eagles,
Yep.
if the Cowboys can beat the Chiefs, coming off a big win, by the way, a week ago to stay alive. Wow, if they can beat that, if they can beat the Chiefs, now we're talking about something. We can actually get back into this
You can
thing.
run the tables too.
So it's exciting. It
You
is
can run the
exciting. I
tables. You
think I
got an
kind of want to
opportunity.
go. I think I kind of want to go. I've been to a few Thanksgiving Day games. They're a lot of fun, and this is a big one. This actually means something. So I
Yep,
kind of want
for
to go.
sure.
Well, let's get into our hot topics this week, and we've got a little bit of a laundry list because there's a lot going on in the NFL. But let's start with the hottest topic. We talked about this off air a little bit. Shador Sanders got his first start versus the, let's say, hapless Raiders. Let's just
Get it, Shador.
there's a lot going
Let's go.
around with
Get your
this
win.
Shador stuff. Before we talk about post game comments and things of that nature, and how Kevin Stefanski didn't give him enough credit supposedly in the locker room. People are upset about that. I thought it was fine. Grade his performance though, Brandon. Just let's try to keep this football for just a minute. Grade Shador the quarterback on the field Sunday afternoon.
I thought he did well. I thought he did well. He had some obviously rookie mistakes, right? Throwing the interception in triple coverage over the overload. Got to work away from that. But other than that, I thought he played in rhythm. I thought he played with a lot of confidence. It's good to see that he got his first start and his first win. That's big, man. With his dad being there, I just think the kid displays a lot of confidence. If I was to grade him, I'd probably say C. The only reason why I give him a C, I just don't think he had enough volume to really show what he can do. When they were getting in the red zone, there was opportunities for him to show that, and they start running Wildcat. Why that is, not really sure. I think I know why, but he controlled what what he could. And so,
Okay.
other than that, I thought it was good. I thought it's a step in the right direction.
We'll touch on your last comment here in a minute because that's going to kind of feed into the narrative of what's going on outside
Yeah.
the football field. I also give him a C. I give him a solid C plus, and the
Okay.
only reason it's not a B is because of the turnover. And really, it wasn't a tip ball. It wasn't
Right.
a it wasn't a situation where it was tight coverage and you're trying to give your
No.
guy a chance. It was an absolutely terrible throw, and
It
he's did settle
happens.
down. He settled down after that. I really like the zero blitz. They didn't contain him. He's able to get out to the right, throw a deep ball.
What a
Like that a
dot.
lot. He threw a really nice ball to Judy. Judy doesn't get the credit for that because Judy fumbles
Right.
on doing some kind of jump cut type thing. Um, I thought he played well. I think he proved, and everyone knew this. He's an NFL quarterback. He's got an NFL arm.
Not everyone thought that though.
Okay, well, everyone in my
This kid can
circle,
play, man.
you're in
He
this
can
circle,
play.
everyone in my circle knew that
Yeah, he can play.
he could do that. Here's what also comes with Shador Sanders, and I think caused a lot of people to wait on whether they should have taken him or not because you get a lot of noise just for him stepping on the field. It's I liken it to Angel Reese and what the noise that surrounds her on and off the court because there is a contingent of people that will root for Angel Reese no matter what. And I think Shador is in that protected class. And what's hard for me, and you don't have to go through this, Newey, but I do as a white guy. You talk about Shador on a social platform, and it's not what people want to hear, or you're not glowing about him. You're giving an honest feedback opinion about his, what he did, and you're a racist. And you don't want to see him succeed because he's confident in this and that. I want to see him succeed, right? As a football fan, I never want to watch bad quarterback play. Like I wish, there's some guys playing right now that I wish wouldn't play ever again. And JJ's not one of those guys. So but that being said, for me, man, it's like I want to have the conversation. I want to talk about it, but it's getting to get ad nauseum with the race baiting that's going on and the Shador's black. By the way, newsflash: Shador is not the only or the first black quarterback in the NFL. Right, so there's half the league is black. And by the way, Deshaun Watson, another black quarterback that was signed by the Browns, who actually changed the quarterback market, was on the sidelines trying to help Shador. How he ended up on the sidelines all of a sudden, I don't know how that took place. Anyway, that's kind of I just want to touch on that publicly because it's hard, man. It's hard. You want to have those conversations. I can have them with you and everybody else in our circle. Which, by the way, I am the only white dude in the circle that talks about Shador. And sometimes I say some ridiculous stuff to combat the JJ McCarthy comments. And the last thing I'll say about it is I wish all rookies or young quarterbacks could be treated the same because we're going to give Shador a lot of leash, right? San Francisco's coming up. If he doesn't play good in that game, it's not going to be sit him. He's not good. It's going to be, oh, that's okay. It's okay. This went wrong and that went wrong. And when that happens to JJ McCarthy or another young quarterback, it's get him off the field. He's a bust. He's a bump. So let's treat them all the same and let's give them all a year or two to mature and become the player that they will be. And I think Shador is going to be a good one. But he's got his media grade right now is an F plus. F plus, because after the game he took credit for the win,
An F
100%.
plus.
Bro, you threw the ball 20 times. You can't take credit for the win. Rex Ryan said it best: when you win as the quarterback, it's we. When you lose, it's I and me. I think he'll learn that. Hopefully, I'm going to give him some grace. Say he was caught up in the moment. But
I
guys,
think it was more caught up in the moment. I think it was definitely caught up in the moment. I mean, this kid has been scrutinized ever since the last bowl game, going into the draft, getting humiliated, on draft day, and then, falling to the fifth round and then overcoming that. Most people would have just thrown it in the tank, man, said, hey, I'm Deion Sanders' kid. I'm just gonna go be in media and just do my thing, right? No, he worked at it every day. He worked at it behind the scenes. I think he's a good kid at heart. I love his confidence. Could he dial back some things? Sure, right? That just comes with growth, right? But right now, I love to see a fiery kid that is passionate about football and in his craft and wanting to do more. I don't think it's a racial issue. I just feel like some people just got to understand people have other opinions than yours. It's opinions, right? Everybody has one. And so Shador is going to be all right. I love to see it, man. He's a confident young brother. And so you'll learn. You'll continue to learn, right? But just
Yeah.
continue to don't change. Do not change.
Well,
But
change a little
there's
bit.
some
Change a little
maturity
bit.
that will come in. There's some maturity that will come in. And
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's good to see it. It's good to see him on the field. I think the Browns will be better with him at the helm. Just give him a shot and see what he can do with it.
I agree
Because
with you.
what do you have to lose?
The
What
Browns
do
are
you have
better.
to lose?
The Browns are better with Shador than Dylan Gabriel. Number one, the players want Shador. I mean, look, you're not going to find a bigger Deion Sanders fan than me. I'm part of the age that when we went out to play in the park
I think we all
on,
are
on
influenced by his dad.
Saturday afternoon, we had the
Yeah.
bandanas, wristbands. I mean, you wanted to be prime time. He was the best player at his position. But as Al Pacino said, Shador, you're a quarterback. You're not in the flash in the pan receiver or running back. You're the
It's
quarterback.
different.
And you want to be a franchise quarterback, you've got to talk for the team, not for you. Okay, that's all I got to say about it. I think he's going to be a
Well,
good one.
he'll learn over time. I don't think it was a big deal. I just think, man, he just got the monkey off his back, dude. Imagine how so much pressure that is. Like, dude,
Yep.
I was supposed to be a first round quarterback and I fall in the fifth and I got lefty and he's not a bad Gabriel's not a bad quarterback. Let's
Mm,
remove like he's poo. He's efficient, but he doesn't push the ball downfield. What I really admire about Shador in his first start is he averaged 10.5 yards a pass attempt. That you're pushing the ball down the field, right? You're
yeah,
fearless. Most quarterbacks don't do that. And so to see that, that's something that you really can't teach to a degree. But now let's just dial him back to where he can bore me with consistency and then take those shots. Because this is a pass happy offense. If
yeah,
you looked at the tree, Stefanski, Shanahan, they're all in the same tree. The Packers, all of them. It's a pass happy offense. And I think Shador just continue to get better each day.
yeah.
That's
I
it.
mean, I think he'll be a good quarterback. So let's just
Yeah.
enjoy it. Let's stop complaining about every little thing that goes on, and let's just enjoy the fact that Shador right now is QB1 in Cleveland. Probably stay that way the rest of the season. Regardless, I
Good.
would say of what happens in San Francisco, unless he goes out there and throws
Sucks for
five
Gabriel.
interceptions. But
Sucks for
it,
Gabriel, but
it does, but
it
they
is
shouldn't
what
have
it is.
drafted him at 3. I mean, Gabriel to me is like a Chase Daniels type quarterback. Like he's decent, would be a really good backup.
Be a really
The
effective
eye
backup.
test tells you Shador is number one.
I think Gabriel would be
I don't
really
know.
good in Miami in that offense.
You think?
Yes, I do.
Probably. If Tua could do
I
it,
do.
Gabriel could do it, right?
I do. I
Um,
do. And he gives you the running element.
how about this? This guy's a national treasure. Jameis Winston back on the
Oh,
field for the New
Jameis.
York Giants. Now, of course, he threw an interception, and of course, they lost to Detroit in overtime. They had to get to overtime, but he also caught a touchdown, gave us a little flick of the wrist when he got in the end zone, finger roll, a little Heisman. Jameis Winston, to me, it got to be the best personality in the league, and we just all love to see him go out there and play. Yes.
Yes, I think he's going to be an amazing announcer once he retires. It's going to be
Ooh,
hilarious.
I love
Like
that idea.
he's going to be the new John Gruden.
John Madden.
No, not Madden. I'd
Oh,
say
yeah,
more
you
of
meant to say,
Gruden.
okay.
You know how
Yeah,
Gruden came in? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I think he's just got an infectious personality. I'm more amazed that he threw for 366 yards on 18 completions.
Yeah, he did his thing. I mean,
That's
he looked really
crazy,
good. And
right? He's holding the line. I
Jackson
think
Dart
Jameis
had,
can start somewhere, man. They just need someone to believe in him. I personally think so. I
I
think
like
he's
Jameis
good for
Winston.
the locker room. He may not take a lot of things so serious, which is actually good in a way because that takes a lot of pressure off the starter. And I just think he can step in and play with anybody, man. We forget he's a Heisman Trophy winner. We forget he was the
Right.
number one draft pick. We forget he won a national championship as a freshman in college. He was the
Yeah,
first to do it. So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got he's still got the skill, man, he's still got the skill to thread the needle.
He's just a little
He's
goofy, which
fearless.
I love. On the other side of this coin, though, like you said, he threw for over 300 yards. Detroit has to win in overtime.
Yeah.
What is your sense on the Detroit Lions right now? I get the sense that they're trying to hang on, right? They're you got the head coach who's a defensive minded guy taking over play calling. This offense really hasn't looked the same this year without Ben Johnson. Those assistants matter. I feel like the Lions are hanging on for dear life. Where are you at with the Lions right now?
I feel it's very pass happy with Dan Campbell at the helm, and I feel
Mm,
like they got away from their run game. I mean, 42 attempts to
that's
20
too much.
20 rushing yards. I mean, come on, man, 20 attempts like with those two backs. Yeah,
Hmm.
right. Now Gibbs had a tremendous day. It may look amazing on paper. I think the sweet spot or 15 carries, 219 yards. You would think that's amazing, but Dave Montgomery only got 5 carries.
Yeah, you got to do
It's
better
like
with him. He's a
well,
good
we
running
we
back.
gotta we gotta find a way to balance these things out. Remove a little bit from Jared Goff. He doesn't need to do too much, but the volume is really going to the receivers. But what I was amazed about is 42 attempts and you didn't get JMO the ball. 0 targets, 0 receptions.
Why
Didn't
is
know if
that?
he was hurt, but he was just disappeared. And we all know Dan Campbell loves JMO. So what's going on there? I feel like that's another thing that their offense is lacking, but they better come with it because on Thanksgiving Day, this is actually one of the games we're really interested in when it comes to the Green Bay Packers and the Lions because both of them are good and both of them are fighting
Yeah.
for the number one seed, or at least I think. Is it the number one seed?
Well, I'll tell you
Is
what.
it like
Right
a
now,
three-way?
the Bears are in first place in the
Okay.
NFC North, and at 8-3. As a
Hmm.
Bears fan, I'm very interested in this Detroit Lion Green Bay
Yeah.
game. I'm not sure who I want to win. I'd probably Detroit just because they're, right now Green Bay has shown to be the bigger threat. And as a Bears fan, you never root for the Packers ever, regardless of what's happening. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun game. Now we've seen that game a million times, so it's kind of like, Lions, Packers, but this game means something as well. I
Right.
think it'll be a fun one to watch, and we'll see if the Lions can hang on at home with all the inner changes and differences they have going on. Speaking of differences, I don't know if you knew this. D'Amico Ryans gave up the defensive play calling to the defensive coordinator, and over the last 2 weeks, this Texans defense looks different. So different, in fact, that they made Josh Allen look human, sacking him 8 times, harassing him for an entire night the other day. I mean, really, that defensive line
Right.
took over. And, they said it, the Texans did. Tell me why the Bills played a simple 5-man protection all night and didn't do anything to help slow down that Texan front.
Well, I also think that they have a really good defense, but I think Josh Allen became erratic at times and went back to the old Wild Stallion days. For some reason, being in this stadium specifically, he does not play his best ball. Right? We start to see
They lost here
him
last
trying to
year.
turn around, trying to
Yep.
make a play, then get sacked, lose 20 yards. I don't think it's all on the O line. I think Josh needs to understand the situation. Like, if they're pinning their ears back and going, we've got to make adjustments at the line of scrimmage. We've got to be able to max protect. We've got to be able to slow down Will Anderson because he's an absolute nightmare on the edge. Nightmare. And you got to account for him because he doesn't slow down. Just because Joshua May escaped one play, that dude chased him all the way down after double team and getting fell
Right.
down. And Josh is still running around doing his thing. Like, get rid of the damn ball. Like, sometimes you got to revert back to the basics. And I think Josh Allen gets in his way of playing hero ball.
And he is doing a
There's a
little
few
bit of that.
quarterbacks that do that we'll probably mention down this podcast. It's too much hero ball, man. Bore me with completions, brother. I don't
Okay.
need you throwing all these picks. I don't need you taking all these sacks. Just get rid of the ball. Like, just fight for another down.
Let me add this. And this has been a problem in Buffalo. Even when Diggs was there, Diggs acted out quite a bit, and he was a distraction for a lot of the time he was there. The talent around Josh Allen is not screaming off the page at me right now. And Cook has emerged to be a really good running back, but who's he throwing the ball to? Who are his receivers? When you watch the all 22 or you watch replays of him running around, as you say, there's no one open downfield. Like, so is it a scheme issue? Do we need to bring some more talent in there? I mean, his best receiver is Shakir right now. You draft Coleman, who's been a head case the entire
Yeah.
time he's been in Buffalo. I feel like, honestly, you're right. Josh Allen does try to do too much, kind of like Baker Mayfield. We'll talk a little bit. Is trying
Yeah,
to do too much.
do too damn much.
But both these guys, by the way, are praised when they do that and win the game.
Sure.
But I mean, 6 touchdowns a week ago from Josh Allen tells me who's going to help this guy. Like, golly, who's going to help Josh Allen win some games in Buffalo? That's the question. I don't know if there's anybody up there that can right now, at least from a receiver standpoint. The tight ends aren't stepping up. I don't know. Maybe it's a scheme issue. Maybe they need to get back to basic football and not put everything on one guy. But Josh did not look good a week ago. It was pretty ugly.
I mean, they
What
tried
the
to stay
Texans did to him.
balanced. It wasn't for the lack of rushing. I mean, they had, 143 yards rushing, but I just feel when you have 8 sacks, you got to get rid of the damn ball. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. We lost it down. Like, you can't take sacks like that. And I feel like I at least know 6 of his sacks came from him trying to do all this stuff. Like, dude, this isn't high school. Throw the ball away. Like, yes, you're an amazing player and you have those gifts, but sometimes like in golf, take your medicine, right?
Yeah.
You stripe one, it hits the left side. I'm known for doing this. It hits the left side on a par five. I have an opportunity to go for two, but I got to go over trees. Man, just take your medicine, punch out in the fairway. Come on.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
come on, Josh.
I
Sometimes
agree.
dial it back.
Yeah,
You and a few
he's
others,
gonna have to
dial
do
it back.
that. I already know what you're gonna say. I'm gonna take the opposite take here. But the Cowboys beat the Eagles over the weekend in a game that I don't think anyone really. I mean, they were picking the Cowboys based on beating the Raiders. A lot of media folks. But did anybody really give the Cowboys a chance to beat the Eagles? I don't think so. After Sunday, Brandon, are these two teams heading in different directions? Because there's a lot of inner turmoil in that Eagles locker room right now, too.
No, I don't.
No.
This is the Eagles, third loss this year. Now, what needs to happen is they need to fix what's going on offensively because how many punts did they have in the second half? 7? Like, it wasn't good. It wasn't sustainable. We got to figure out a way to sustain drives. Cowboys were playing catch up, so you get a lot of cushion coverage, but they made plays when needed to be made. And I said probably a couple weeks ago when the passing of their teammate, I was like, this can go one or two ways. This can either motivate them and you will see the best version you've ever seen of Dak Prescott, or they can go in the tank and just let depression beat them up. I mean, it sucks losing a teammate, but I feel like this coaching staff, this leadership, I can't believe I'm saying this about the Cowboys, but it's good to see. Like it's a growth period, and by them doing that and beating one of the best teams in the league, it could turn around and they could. I don't even know why I'm speaking like this,
I
but
don't know either. I didn't
it's
expect
very
it.
true. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, you have a trajectory that you can go. You play the Chiefs. I feel like you're going to beat the Chiefs at home. Why do I feel that? Because the Chiefs are very vulnerable, right? And now you're going into a matchup where it could happen. I also feel the Eagles are going to turn that shit around because that's what
Okay.
they do, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm, as a Cowboy fan, I want to
God, I
beat the
can't believe I
drum, and
said
I
that.
want to
Gosh,
I want to get excited, and I want to say we're going to go beat the Chiefs. But that Green Bay playoff game from a couple years ago, where Jordan Love came in here and just put on a show. Dak threw a couple picks, a pick six. That game still is in the back of my mind because I
yeah,
was bought in 100%. Like I was putting Dak up there for MVP. I was singing their praises every week on this show. And I was at the game saying, there's no way we're losing tonight. Like, there's no chance. And then we walked out of there embarrassed. So I still hold some of that. I do feel like the Eagles kind of self imploded, dude. When you give up a 21-point lead, some of that's on you. That's not all on what the Cowboys were doing because what happened? Like, what happened at halftime? That the Cowboys came out and they looked like world beaters. Meanwhile, the Eagles came out, didn't look anything like themselves. Did they put the offense on the shelf for the rest of the game, thinking, we've got a big enough cushion? Did the defense take the rest of the night off? I don't know. The Cowboys did a great job of making the comeback, but I felt like it was kind of a early holiday gift from the Eagles, and I appreciated it. I always appreciate an early Christmas gift. So,
well,
to get
you
that
knocked
win,
out the best team on your schedule remaining.
yeah,
You knocked
yeah.
that
Now
out.
we could run
So
the table and get in somehow. So
does
we'll
that
see.
trend move forward? Now, can you lose to the Chiefs this week? Yeah, you can. It's
Yep.
Mahomes. Do you need to lose to them? You don't need to lose.
You can't lose to them.
You need
Let
to
me put it,
keep.
they can't lose a game.
You need to throttle through. My
Yeah.
thing is with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to have to play a Bears team that only has one win versus a team over 500. Have fun with that, right? So Eagles will get back on track. They play the Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, a beat up Bills. It's going to be a cold game with the Bills, and then they got the Commanders again. So I do think they get back on track. Will the Bills may upset them? Probably, but that's about it. But I think they'll get on track. They showed a lot of promise connecting with AJ Brown very quickly, and they see the results of that. So they got to keep pushing forward. But man, they can't stall out. I mean, for them to come back, I've never seen Dallas come back like that. I think that's probably the best game Dak has ever played, in my opinion. I've seen him great games, but to me, that's one of those games like, hey, we need our franchise $60 million QB to, strap his boots up. So he did a good job.
All right. Makes it easier when George Pickens is down there somewhere to throw the ball to.
Which is your wide receiver number one, by the way. I know
But
I almost forgot about it.
you definitely transitioned. You said something about the Eagles playing the Bears this weekend. Let's talk about the Bears. They are on top of the NFC North right now. This is their biggest test coming in this weekend, where they have to play a Philadelphia team that's angry, that's loaded, and that's in Philly. Are the Bears for real, or do we have to wait this week to kind of see where they actually are?
This is the test. This is the biggest test. You can't help who you play, right? I
Right.
can say, oh, you've only beat one team over 500, but I've also seen flashes of great defense, flashes of great
Yeah.
offense when scripted. This is the biggest test for Caleb Williams, period. Because he
Best
still does
defensive
some
player.
things that just like, God, dude, like get out of that. Like only do it when you need to do it. He's probably the most talented quarterback when escaping out of the pocket. There's no one like him. Out probably Lamar, right? Just the ability to kind of
Lamar
make
makes it look
things like
easier.
he's just
I mean, Josh.
strong lower body, but he gets a little wild. You need to pull him back. He's one of these guys that, tries to do too much sometimes. But man, when he makes those throws, that dude has a hose.
What's bothering me about Caleb is sometimes he is yet to learn how to make the easy throws
Yep.
routine or make them look easy.
Bore me, Caleb. Bore me.
Yeah, so he had some of
Bore
that
the
the
hell
other
out of
day
me,
where
man.
he, easy crossers, he's behind, but then he makes some incredible plays that
He does.
very few players can make in the league. Man, this is a great game coming up. I can't
You
wait.
got a stingy defense, man. Kevin Byard's got 5 picks. That's a solid veteran right there.
Yep.
We miss you over in Tennessee, dude. But you also got Trayman Edmonds. Is he coming back? I heard he was on IR.
No,
Man,
well, that's the thing with the Bears, and that's what we haven't touched on, but we will probably maybe on Sunday. But they were down their three starting linebackers coming into
yeah.
last week's game, and they lost two more linebackers in the game. So now they've essentially have linebackers off the street coming to try to play football for the Chicago Bears this weekend. I don't think they're going to beat Philly, but what I
No.
want to see, because I don't think defensively they're going to be able to stand up. Philly should be able to run the ball on a team with no linebackers. What I do want to see is this offense compete. That's what I want to
Right.
see. If
Right.
Caleb can go out there and not throw the game away, and just keep the game somewhat close, I have faith that this team, when they get healthy, can make a run later on. I think they're going to get into the playoffs, which is pretty exciting. My voice is starting to slip. Speaking of slipping, Kansas City slips by the Colts this past weekend, took them an overtime game to do so. Now they travel here on Thursday for Thanksgiving. We've already talked about Dallas. What happens if they beat the Chiefs? Can they beat the Chiefs? Yes, they can. The Chiefs are
They can.
vulnerable.
They definitely can.
But don't you feel like the Chiefs need this game to keep
They
that
need
wild
every
card
win.
done?
They
So
need every win.
with Andy Reid at the helm, I don't know, man. I don't know
Listen,
if I trust Dallas against a team that is desperate to continue to win games.
well, they're also desperate.
Well, that's
And
true.
I feel like when you get a desperate Pat Mahomes, you get a wild Pat Mahomes. You get a
Mm.
wild one. You get a guy that's a little bit out of control. I mean, yeah, he won the game the other day, but dude, it wasn't good. It just wasn't good. Like, yeah, you threw for 350. We had no touchdowns. We got sacked 4 times, right?
Wow.
You got to pin your ears back and mirror Pat Mahomes. You can't let him get outside the pocket. When he gets outside of the pocket, you are in his world. You are in his world where he lives and he loves to play and made a Hall of Fame career out of doing that shit. Like, it's so good. It's like, it's hard to stop. Like, how do you stop it?
Right.
Because he's so smart with it. When he gets outside the pocket, now when he's inside the pocket, those feet get a little buzzy. He starts to hold the ball a little bit longer. He makes the wild, I would call it, just a little sidearm, just underneath, just trying to get cute with it into the pocket. And that's when the ball sells and he throws his picks. That's most of the time. Like when he's in the pocket, he'll throw the picks. You get outside his world, he's going to kill you.
Well, this
Kill
Cowboys
you.
defense has shown improvement.
They have. The
so
two
we'll see.
additions help.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a toss-up game for me, but I feel like it's almost a playoff game for both teams, which is why I want to go to the game because I think the atmosphere is going to be crazy. That we talked about it already a little bit, man. But the Buccaneers, you wanted to talk about Baker Mayfield. You call it hero ball. I mean, he's had a lot of injuries on the offensive side. If he doesn't try to get out there and give it his all, when he does that, we praise him. And then when he doesn't get hurt, then we're going to dog him for what he's doing. Explain.
No, I don't think it's really dogging. I just think that this has just been such a dramatic fall off from the first half of the season to the back half. I mean, they're going on a 3-game losing streak. Has Baker looked Baker-like? Not really. Something's wrong, but again, like, you got yourself hurt, dude, by trying to bulldoze a 260-pound linebacker. Like, dude, this ain't the divisional playoffs. This ain't the NFC Championship game. Don't need my quarterback to do that right now when we're down by 21. Hey, let's just sustain the drive. Let's dial it back. You, Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, let's dial it back and let's not play hero ball. And there's a lot of that going on, man. I mean, it's just the inconsistency sometimes. I mean, I think it's been a few games where he didn't throw for barely over 150 yards. It's just like, hey, man, like, I know you want to sling it. Do you have a lot of help out there? Not really. Have you had some drop passes? Yeah, you have. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But let's just play smarter, man. We need you on the field. When we don't have you on the field, we don't win. I mean,
Facts. And
Teddy Bridgewater was coaching
now they're in
football
trouble.
last year, and
Yeah.
that's your backup. No disrespect to
Now
Teddy.
they're in
I
trouble.
love Teddy B, but I need you, Bake. I need you for the playoffs. We're first in the North. I'm speaking like I'm a fan, but I'm a Baker fan.
He's in the
Like,
South.
I need
He's
your
in the
help.
South.
Or yeah, he's in the South. Excuse me. He's in
They
the
used
South.
to be in the same division as the Bears. They used to be
Back in the
back
day
in the
when they had
Jinx.
the
Don't make
creamsicle
it.
hats.
I mean,
But yeah, man, it's
I was
just
grown up, but
it's unfortunate, but
it
it's,
is.
it's such a fall. Like, it's a dramatic
But you're
fall
not going to turn
from
it
the
off.
first half of the season.
Baker is who he is. You're not going to turn that off.
No.
He's also been playing hurt most of the year. Now I hear it's his AC joint. As a guy that has 2 separated AC joints, that's going to take a while to heal. So the Buccaneers need to find a way to win for at least the next 4 weeks.
Well, remember, he did it to himself in Cleveland, too. He did the same thing,
Yeah.
ran into a guy when he didn't need to run, just slide like a baseball player, get the first down. Dude, I do not want you giving out hits,
Yeah,
especially with your shoulders.
right,
When your shoulders don't work, even the opposite, they're like, yeah, it's on his right. He's going to shoot it up. I was like, dude, you know how painful that is to rotate?
right.
Like, I sprained my AC joint. Oh, my Lord. You can't even smile.
Yeah, I've got them.
You can't even
Both
smile.
of them. I've got the bump on both sides. So
Man, see, that's what you get for playing special teams, man. Trying to run into somebody like a madman, listening to Metallica on your way to the game in your Camaro
that's right.
and painting your face like Latimer. like Latimer.
That's so funny.
Yes. Special teams. So were you the gunner?
I was the gunner.
God, you're
My
nuts.
first 5 or 6 years playing ball. When I first joined semi-pro ball, minor league, I was a receiver. And because we had Jeff Bryant, who was an all-world quarterback, and so if I wanted to make the team and play, I just reverted back to my high school days, younger high school days of playing receiver. So I did that, and I was the gunner on the punt team, and I was the ball man on kickoff team because I wanted to make the team so bad I would do anything, and I did. I was really good at both of those positions, but yeah, I'm paying for it today. I'm paying for
You
it today.
definitely wake up every morning knowing what you did for 20-something years.
My wife had to help me get out of bed this morning. That gives you any
Oh,
indication
man.
of how we're doing over here.
Now,
Uh,
our chat here talked about, let's talk about Brock Purdy. Did you see that?
what chat? What chat
Go
said
look
that?
it up. It says Dustin. That might be my cousin.
Okay.
He's a
What about
Cowboy
Brock
fan.
Purdy? What do we want to talk about Brock Purdy? We're going to talk about him in just a little bit when we talk. He's going to get an award today.
Dial back, Purdy. The whole theme of this podcast, dial it back.
Yeah.
Right? He pulls the trigger like no other. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but sometimes it gets a little erratic. Brock Purdy's okay, but one thing I did admire, he was not afraid to throw it after 3 picks. He didn't tuck his tail, right? And he was 22 of 26 with passes under 12 yards. Not bad. Now, when you went past 12, you were 1 for 6, brother. We got to dial it back. You got to knock a little rust off,
Well,
right?
yeah,
But outside of that, he
he
showed
played last
composure.
week.
Huh?
He played last week. We put him on fire
Man,
last
I
week.
know,
He
man.
scored
But here's the
48
thing.
points.
Here's what I noticed. We were playing Steve Wilkes' defense, and he knows Brock Purdy like the back of his hand, right? That was his old defensive coordinator. We took to the Super Bowl. He knows him. He knows what he likes. That's why I'm like, man, they're just robbing that middle the whole time. And so now we have to understand, let's start working the outsides. You're getting Christian involved, Kittle involved on the outs, some set down routes, some spot routes by Jawan Jennings. We're moving the chains. So the second half of it was not a lot of in-breaking routes. It was very much to the outside, but it let me know, unlike Jimmy Garoppolo, he can do that. And I'm like, oh, balance it out a little bit. So that was a good thing. But yeah, if you wanted me to shit on Purdy, wasn't going to do it. Did it look like crap the first half? Absolutely. It was atrocious. I was like, oh my goodness. Please come back. Dial it back, please. Dial it back. That's what
I
you
don't
need to
even
say
know.
to Dak instead of shitting on him all the time you lose. Dak, dial it back. That's all. He thought I was going to crap on him, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Well, let's talk about awards. All right. And then we're going to get to awards so that we can talk more about Brock Purdy. This is the most Brock Purdy talk we've had all year, by the way, since Brandon's
Good
back
player.
on the show. QB's on fire. That's what we're going to give away today. If I had graphics, I would put flames on the screen. El Fuego, fire. And the first one, I've got the jersey on. His name is Dak Prescott.
You didn't throw it away?
No, I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
thrown it away.
I thought you threw it away week 3. I didn't know.
This thing's expensive. I'll never throw it away.
Okay.
23 for 36, 354, only the 2 touchdowns, but that's okay. 1 interception, a bad one at that. But as long as he keeps throwing it up to Pickens, he might stay on fire. The first half down 21-0. He comes back in the second half, goes 13 to 17 for 159. Oh, let me apologize. First half, he was 13 for 17, 159, 1 touchdown and the pick. In the second half, he went 10 for 19, 195, and another TD. He was lukewarm in the first half, but he was on fire in that second half and brought the Cowboys all the way back along with a very strong defensive performance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Anything to add on Dak Prescott?
I personally think it's probably one of his best games I've ever seen him play.
That's fair, considering
I
everything
do
that was at
consider
stake.
consider all the chaos, what was going on. You're down, you could tuck your tail. The most of the time when they're getting blown out like that, you'll see this glare in his eyes, right? And people always do a meme about it where he's just sitting there wide eye. This time, hey, he was locked in. He was locked in, and I feel like they could turn a corner, Tim. They actually have some opportunities to win. And I think this is one of his best performances he's ever done. And oh, by the way, he became the leading passer in Cowboys history, passing your man, Mr. Tony Romo.
Yeah, he sure did. Congratulations.
He's like, yeah, he sure did.
Let's go. You got a guy on fire. You have an award to give away.
Dude.
I know you do. I'm so proud of you for this.
Oh, man, I just feel like I'm everybody's fan this week except my own. But we got the W. Matt Stafford. Let's talk about it.
Cooking.
25 of 35, 273 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. This man has not thrown an interception since August 21st of this year. Okay, they had a blowout win versus the Bucks 34-7. Would have loved to see Baker play, but obviously he got injured. It's unfortunate. But this guy's been on a tear, man. This is MVP worthy. This is something that you don't see every year, especially with the volume that we used to, see this quite a bit. 30 touchdowns going back with 6 games left. Man, he's on a tear. So I would say since week 4, this guy has thrown 24 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. He leads the league in touchdowns at 30 with 2 interceptions on the year. He's 5th in yards and number 2 in the league. His team is, and he's number 1 in the division. He's got 6 games left. Panthers, Cards, Lions, Hawks, Falcons, and Cardinals again. This dude's on a roll, and I don't see him being stopped. They look very, very in sync with this offense. And I hate to say it as a Niner fan, but they might kick our ass.
Well, they're going to.
He's
They're the
locked.
Rams.
I mean, he's just no. We historically Kyle has owned the Rams. Let's get this out of play.
I know,
Y'all
but
just
this
got a
year,
few games.
but
Y'all
this
really
year,
stole the Super Bowl appearance from us because our guy dropped the ball that Stafford just laid up to. Let's not talk about this Rams 49ers rivalry. It's not even a rivalry.
I'm talking about this year, but
We're 1
this
and
year the
1.
Rams look very
We're
good.
1 and 1.
Okay, we're gonna find out what happens.
Yeah, man, we got to
I
pin
just-
our
I
ears
believe
back.
in the
'Cause this
Rams.
dude is on fire the entire season. I think this is how many times has he been on fire this year?
A lot,
A lot.
and he was my mid-season MVP award winner. So
He's gonna run away with it.
Matthew Stafford does have an opportunity to get this Rams team back to the Super Bowl. By the way, just a couple weeks ago, he became his total record. He reached 500 for the first time in his career 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So, which is crazy. We never really gave him the love he deserved when he played in Detroit.
He's a
But
Hall of Fame player.
He was lost in Detroit for years. Anyway, one more award. I love to give this out. This is both my Cowboys and my Bears get awards this week, and they're for the good. Caleb Williams was on fire this weekend. 19 for 35, 239, 3 touchdowns, no picks, added 21 more yards on the ground with his feet. We touched on him earlier, so I don't want to glaze over it too much. I do wish he would do the routine stuff a little bit more routine. But, man, he is playing really good football right now and on pace to obviously outdo what he did a year ago. And this Chicago Bear team is in first place in the North. Anything to add on good old Caleb?
Good job.
That's it.
I'm not it's just for me. It's just the dude still doesn't throw in rhythm enough for me. Does he make the crazy plays? Yes, he does. Does he play within the Ben Johnson 16 play script to perfection? Absolutely.
And then it goes off.
What happens when he goes off script, right? And they've only beat one team over 500. Now, are your Bears good? Yeah, I feel they're pretty good. It's going to be a great match with the Niners, but I still haven't seen enough from him yet. I just don't know about him. And I'm an OU USC fan, man. And I saw it with him with Lincoln Riley. He gets erratic. And so going into the back half of the year, is he praised right now? Yes. 16 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Touchdown interception ratio, fantastic. But I need you to complete over 60% of your passes.
Yeah. Yeah, his actually completion
I need
percentage
you to
is down
bore
this
me
year.
with some completions, right?
Yeah.
Love the
Yeah.
big plays, but give me some easy completions, man.
It's
Take the
crazy
stress off of you.
how his completion percentage has dropped. His win percentage has risen, and the Bears are running the ball better this year than they did a year ago. So, and that I think comes into like we've been saying is make the easy plays look easy. Just come on, let's go. Next up, we've got a new batch of awards to give out. This is the garbage juice. This is going to be fun
lives
for
in here.
some, not fun for others. Nui, I'm going to let you go first because I've got a whole game to throw in here. So I'm going to let you go first because I know you're going to rant, and I'm going to do my best to allow you to go and not cut you off, not even one time. So please go.
JJ McBuns McCarthy. Come on up. Brother, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. It keeps getting worse every week. You keep giving us memes, right? I think the dude is a great guy. I personally don't think he's an NFL quarterback right now. Right now. I don't. He doesn't make the routine throws. His feet are never settled. This is a vertical offense, which KOC should recognize and dial it back and allow him to run some of the plays that he ran at Michigan. Maybe he does that, but he's not seeing it fast enough. Now, has he made some extremely good throws? Yes, he has. Chef's kiss, but it's not consistent enough. And it's not consistent enough to be an NFL quarterback at this moment. I've seen too much of his film already. It just doesn't look good. And I hope I'm wrong, Tim, but when you're not even averaging 10 points a game, Tim, it just doesn't look good, man. I'm trying not to hurt your boy, man. Trying not to hurt his feelings. He's last in the league in literally everything, right? And he's got a lot of pressure on him, but why does he have a lot of pressure on him? Because this man's sitting right to my right on the podcast crowned this dude.
I know.
Walked into Michigan, big Michigan fan. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this guy. So you put so much pressure on this guy that we're all watching, right? I watched Vikings games because of what you said. I want to see this kid. Now, did the first game, did it look like crap? A little bit. But then you showed this, hey, he's got a little gene in him that you can't teach. This little fourth quarter comeback.
He
But
does
dude,
have that.
I need more consistency in those first three quarters. Just show me you can sustain a drive once a
Okay.
quarter, twice a quarter. Show me you can make the routine throw without having to throw it 100 miles an hour. Please. Show me you can throw a screen pass, and if it's cloudy, you just throw it at his feet and not throw it to the left side where other people are, where they may pick the ball.
Mm.
Like it's just little things that are just fundamental. It's the fundamentals of this position. And he does not do that very well. And I think it's no fault of his. You either coach it or allow it.
Okay. Well,
You took that well.
I had to. I said I would. I mean, here's the deal.
You took that well.
It gets hard to defend him. I know he's taking a beating back there. The offensive line is not helping. I think he's in a very pass happy offense, coming from a very run happy collegiate offense. I wish he would be in more of a Detroit Lions or Philadelphia Eagles type of system where he could really lean on a run game a little bit. I think the game's moving way too fast for him. I think he'll be okay if he gets the
Maybe.
opportunity to be okay. But what I've seen in today's NFL, you don't really get the opportunity. You either are or you're not, and you
Right.
become a career backup. And I hope that doesn't happen to JJ, but it's starting to go down that road.
He needs true development, man. It's sad. He needs
And
true development. I
look,
feel
this is
I
me
feel
showing no partial. I'm trying to be impartial, so you know I'm not.
bro, I know that's your guy. I know that's your guy. But check
I
it
mean,
out.
I'm a
I would say
Michigan
the
guy.
same
He won us
thing.
a title. Come on.
I understand that, but that was built on defense and run game. My man threw 10 passes in the national championship game. He ran the ball 38 straight times. That should tell you something. Like, hey, man, like I can't get a pass. Like anything, we can't structure, manipulate the offense. Now you get into more of a vertical offense from the Shanahan McVay tree instead of these quick in breaking routes. Hey, get rid of the ball. We can cover up a bad O line like that. I said it before the show. Why that is because Kyle Shanahan's been doing it for years. Our offense is always offensive line is always bottom tier every year outside of Trent Williams. And so how do you cover that up? You cover it up through quick throws, manipulation, shifts, and motions. You identify that it's man. You make the quick throws. You got to make it easy for this kid because right now he doesn't look the
It doesn't look
part.
comfortable. It doesn't look comfortable.
It looks like a guy who just stepped in like his freshman year. And yes, we're saying, oh, but he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Man, okay. He's what was he, a 4-year starter, 3-year starter? I told you that volume, 18 career passing attempts, he averaged at Michigan. That's not enough. That's not enough. He's got to, I mean, I hate to say it, man. I don't even think he can play in the CFL.
Oh my goodness.
I don't. I don't.
Come
It's
on.
everything's time. Does he have the arm? Yes. Does he have the build? Yes. Does he have the athletic ability? Yes. But he doesn't throw the ball very well, Tim, at all. Everything's a rocket shot.
Yeah,
Like it's
well,
like
he's
coming out of a
struggling.
jug machine.
He's struggling for
I want
sure.
the best for him, but I would say the same crap about any other quarterback if that's what you see. And maybe I hope I'm wrong. I do.
Well, that's where we are today. So
He said that's where we are
that's where
today.
we are today. Come on, JJ. I'm rooting
Come
for
on,
you, man.
JJ.
I'm
We
rooting
rooting
for you.
for you, man. I hate to knock you, but we rooting. This is just what we see.
I'm gonna take the next one. I'm gonna throw the entire game from last night into the garbage juice because it was terrible. It was not a clinic on how to play quarterback, rather how not maybe to play quarterback. Somebody had to win this game, Brandon. So luckily for you, it was the 49ers. But gosh, 23 for 32, 191, three touchdowns or three interceptions from Brock Purdy. That is not what Brock Purdy does. I'm a Brock Purdy guy. I have
Oh
defended him.
man.
I feel like I like his style of play, but you can't throw the ball to the defense three times. Just here you go, here you go.
Oh.
And somehow they still won the game. Not sure how. Well, I am sure how. Because the other side was worse. Make a wish. 18 for 29, 169, one
BY lives in the
touchdown,
garbage juice.
two interceptions. Listen, Bryce Young had 28 yards at halftime. This is not something new. The last couple of weeks, people said he figured it out. He had a couple of good games. We even had him on fire one time and gave him a Brady moment, but he's right back where he's comfortable in the garbage juice, along with a guy that doesn't typically get thrown in there, which is Brock Purdy. But
Throw his
three
ass in there.
interceptions, bro.
Throw him
That,
in
that
there.
first half, that first half of the
Throw
game
him in
last night
there.
might have been the ugliest half of football that I have seen this season from both teams. It was absolutely terrible. I don't want to harp on it too much like you did, JJ, because Brock Purdy really is a better quarterback than that. But
It's
three
not even
interceptions, what
close.
is going on? He
Listen,
looked
man.
like he was uncomfortable and was pressing most of the night. And you
He
said they
wasn't
took
that.
away what he likes to do.
Here's the thing with Brock. Brock's a very good quarterback when he's in rhythm. He will shred you. He was 22 or 25 under 12 yards last night. When he got past 12, looked a little different. He was 1 for 6, but he's got to stop playing hero ball. Just like we talked about Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, man, dial that shit back, man. Dial it back. We don't have to have the big play every single time. You didn't even give Ricky an opportunity. If you're going to throw it high and out. Right? If you're going to throw that dig to Dewan Jennings, miss in the front, he was trailing on that hit pocket. There's nothing he can do. You just got to right read, wrong throws.
There you go.
Right read, wrong throws. That's all that was. Like I felt he was very in sync after that. Like he didn't waver. He was like, I'm gonna still throw this. I'm gonna still throw it. And I was like, damn, he dropped his nuts on it. Like he could have folded like a paper plate, just like a lot of these quarterbacks do. That's one thing I admire. Do you want to throw him in the garbage juice? Yeah, throw that whole half in the garbage juice. But do admire how he came back and bounced back. And that's what you want to see out of franchise quarterbacks. I think Peyton Manning and Brady have thrown 6 picks in a game before. Right? But how you bounce back, man?
Romo
I don't know
threw
about three
five.
and a half. Lord
Romo
have
threw
mercy.
five and still won a game, so it can happen.
I mean, I've done it, but that was like a total game. Like 3.5? God.
I saw you throw three in Arkansas, and we still won the game. So,
Yeah.
and it
You
was
bounce
game
back.
one of the season on grass that was taller than our knees, so it's fine.
Yeah, let's not even talk about that day.
Let's not talk
That
about
was a
that day.
shit show. It's like, hey, am I playing ball or not? But what I will say about Purdy, we just got to knock out the cobwebs, man. But you just got to not always look for the big play. That's what we love about you, but it's also kind of what we hate about you sometimes. Like it's because it's his anticipatory throws are a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah.
we said this even a couple of years ago. I was like, man, he throws a great anticipation, but he doesn't necessarily. Sometimes it bites him in the rear.
Okay. Well, at least you're being fair about it.
For
You're not.
sure.
Yeah, I like
He
it.
was poo in the first half. Lord.
Last award of the day, and we will allow y'all to get back to work and go about your day. Although I think a lot of people, at least based on my email
They're all
performance,
out.
everyone's out of the office. So,
All out.
Brady moment of the week. Now, I'm going to say that this is going to go to one Dak Prescott. However, this isn't for just the final drive. This is really for the entire second half. You're down 21-0. You make the comeback. You win the game. But let's talk about the final drive, right? Obviously, they erased a 21-point deficit. They tied up the game. The Eagles couldn't do anything. They punt the ball back. There's a minute 35 left. Dallas starts the ball after getting the ball back. They throw to Jake Ferguson, 19-yard catch to the tight end. That looks nice. But the next big play, a slant to Pickens that goes 24 yards all the way to the 23-yard line. Keep in mind, they're already at field goal range with Aubrey back there. But they throw the slant, big yak, big run from George Pickens. Then with just a few seconds left, we saw a bunch of kneel downs and some spiking of the ball and things of that nature, timeouts. But in comes Brandon Aubrey for the 42-yard field goal to beat the Eagles. Final drive of the game. We didn't have to worry about overtime because the defense did their thing. What a day for the Cowboys. What a night for Dak Prescott. A lot of people looking to him to have a historic run over the next few weeks. What did you, when you watching that, how did you feel about your confidence in him to win big games moving forward? Because he hasn't shown he's been able to do that in the past, but now he did it.
That's the step. That's the step. Now he believes, right? And I've always rooted for Dakota, man, to do well, but I think he believes, like, I'm one of the best out here, and I'm going to show you why. Now he started to show me that old Mississippi State Dak that I liked when Dak was leading. And I know it's college, but it's it was his demeanor. Like, it's like, I refuse to be beat. And
he flipped.
I loved what I saw. I think it's a great win for your team. But it's always good, man, and I'm going to revert back to some of the old school rivalries. Like, I want y'all to go to the playoffs because I want to see you. I want the old rivalry back. Like, I want the Raiders to be good again. I want, I want all these teams to be good. But, man, that's a big win for your team. That's a huge win because I thought you were going to get mopped.
Yeah, me too. Here's the sad part.
Gretchen
and I thought we were going to be at that game. We reached out to our buddy who's got the season tickets. He was like, yeah, you can have them. And then about an hour later says, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I gave them to somebody else. So we went from going to the game to not going to the game to sitting at the couch on first half going, sure glad we didn't go to this game, to an hour and a half later going, man, I wish I was there. What an atmosphere. All the Eagles
that's a major win for your team.
What a fun time. Yeah, that was a great time.
And I think we'll see what you're made of on Thursday, man. Don't ride that high. Press the gas and go. Like, now you see you can do it.
Yeah, you got to beat the Chiefs. And so let's just do a quick recap. QB's on fire. We had Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams, and Matthew Stafford. Garbage juice, this hurts to say out loud, J.J. McCarthy, Brock Purdy, and Make-A-Wish himself, who basically owns Garbage Juice. You basically have to pay him rent at this point, and that's Bryce Young.
Him and J.J. McBun.
It's getting there. Here come the nicknames. Brady moment of the week goes to one Mr. Dak Prescott. And so the Cowboys cleaning up this week. They got a big game coming up. Can't wait for Thursday. What are you doing Thursday? Did I ask you that already?
I'm just eating, man. Just eating and watching some football, man. And then I'm gonna go play golf on Friday.
Of course you are. I wanted to, but obviously I have some disabilities currently.
We're supposed to have a turkey bowl on Wednesday morning, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Or Thursday morning. It's supposed to be a turkey bowl by the house. We'll see.
I want to play.
Man, you can't play. You can't even swing a golf club.
I can't even walk.
Sit your ass on the couch.
Well, hey. From the QB Huddle to you, for Lauren and for Brandon Franklin, our normal producer, B. Franks, we want to say happy Thanksgiving. We are thankful for each of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you get tired over the Thanksgiving holiday, you can take a doobie if you'd like, but also get yourself some Dubby. This is not doobie. This is Dubby. Dubby. This will give you energy. It's Dubby.gg/discount/QB Huddle. You get 10% off this stuff so you can stay awake while your family is talking to you after you eat all that turkey and you're sleepy and you want to watch the night game. Take some of this. Otherwise, Brandon, happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. Enjoy.
We will let you guys go for now. We will see you on Sunday morning. And until that time, folks, do me a favor. Keep those chains moving. We'll see you soon. can't